Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Combat Corner, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I am your host, Rudy Rodriguez Shoma, and I have a guest with me today. He is back in the BKFC, and there is a lot of noise coming right now. I got with me the former BKFC champion. He took some time off to go do karate combate, but he is back in the building. And he wants to fight for that title again. I got with me Gogo Slaveski. Welcome aboard, my friend.
What's going on, bro?
Man, you got some videos going on right now with you and Julian Lane. I mean, talk about coming back to the BKFC and this beef we got started going on here, man. Can't hear you. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to fight Julian Lane in Mohegan, so I don't know why he keep on saying that was not the case. The contract was sent. I signed the contract, you know. And if I'm lying, you can interview David Philman after this, you know. Let's say we both lie, you know. You don't know who to believe, so you can ask David Philman after this. So yeah, that's the case, man. He turned down the fight. Like I said, he was on his period, and he was not able to fight at that time.
So, I mean, there's been some back and forth today and yesterday. Julian Lane had a video that he put on Instagram where
where it doesn't explain nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. So he posted a video. Yeah, man. Yeah, cuss me out. Okay. Will you accept the fight then? If you go in that route, and what are you trying to say? And we saw it on the interview. I saw the interview yesterday with you. Got super shook. Like I'm gonna run up on him. Listen, if I run up on you, you're not gonna see me. I don't do that talking stuff and like I'm not gonna come in your face and pause. But I'm not gonna come in your face and try to talk to you or any of that. And there's no reason for you to be worried. You know, just sign the contract July 12th and we can run it. It's bare hands. You know, talking about, oh, I'm on adrenaline. Bro, that's called paranoia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did talk to him yesterday here up in BKFC at Clearwater, and about to start the interview, and he sees the guy that
I know that's the interview that I'm talking about.
Yeah. He really didn't look like you, realistically. I mean, I was looking at the guy. He didn't. I mean,
yeah, I'm his nightmare right now.
Yeah, he thought it was you, and it was very odd and all that stuff. And you heard the interview, obviously. I mean, you know, you're with All In Management, and I know he was with All In Management, and then he made those comments about the team. I mean, what were your thoughts of that? I mean, what is your response to that? Because I mean, I know the guy's there as well, but what are your thoughts on that? Because
here's the thing: this is business. We sign up for this. We eventually have to fight. You trying to fight for a title? I'm trying to fight for a title. I that belongs to me. I believe that belongs to me. I left undefeated. There's no reason. Nobody's setting nobody up. It's they giving you a chance. If anything, they blessing you. They giving you a chance for a title. We were supposed to fight for an interim or vacate title, and he's talking about. I saw it on an interview. He's saying I mean, I would fight him, but what does that bring, you know, to my resume? It's he had the title, but he went and he lost. My friend, you're the one with 7 losses on your record. What are you talking about? I went in a different type of organization with different type of rule set and everything. I have 0 on my record. So 6-0. Let me break it down that for him because I don't think he knows a lot about you know, he's not very educated. So 0 is less than 7. 7 is a bigger number than 0. So when you have 7 losses and they're giving you a title shot, it's not a setup. It's a blessing. So take the fight, like you say that you're not scared of anybody, and that's it.
so does that mean that Austin Trout is definitely moving down to 155? I know he said that after his last fight.
I mean, that's what he said. That's what we're assuming right now. He said that we're hitting too hard at 65. That was a wild interview after you defend your title shot to say that Oh, I just want to go down to 55. Good for you. Whatever you have plans for, do it.
Would you rather a fight with Austin Trout to go try to win the belt
I
back,
would
win the
fight
belt
for
back?
the title. I
Yeah.
would rather fight anybody.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter to me. I don't take this thing personal. It's not something that I have animosity with this guy or with that guy or whatever. It's like, you want to fight for the title, you got to see me. That's it's simple as that. I don't know why they complicated stuff. It's like, oh no, but who is this? Who is that? Who are you?
Hmm.
Like, bunch of nobodies talking about nobodies. It's like, get over it. Squash your ego and come handle it with two hands.
So
Simple
you
as that.
so you left BKFC. You did Karate Combate what for 3 fights. What made you leave the BKFC initially?
It's just I wanted to try new stuff. That's as simple as that. I'm not gonna get into.
Hmm.
There was no bad blood or anything. It's just I want to try new stuff. I didn't know also that my contract was not letting me fight for a different organization. I thought it was only for different bare knuckle organization or like boxing,
Okay.
but it was a completely different sport, like combat sport. To be honest, it's with
Hmm.
wrestling, with kicking. So I didn't know that was the case, and when I was told, it was already too late. I signed a. It was kind of my bad. I didn't communicate it properly,
Hmm.
which is a flaw of mine that I don't communicate properly with people. But it is what it is.
Did you enjoy that experience over there?
Yeah,
In
yeah,
that.
100%. I did enjoy it. I enjoy it. But this is my thing. This is
Hmm.
something that I feel super comfortable with, and this is something that I can do like without camp, uh, at 2 in the morning, like whatever type of condition it is, I can do it anytime.
Hmm. Talk. I know you recently signed with All In. What has it been like with those guys over there? I mean, as you see, I mean, every fighter that I've talked to about that management team, they rave about these guys. They rave about Victor and Sam and Brianna and everyone. I mean, from the videography and everything that they do over there, it's top tier. And then you
Yeah.
hear Julian what he said. Why? I mean, it caught me off guard because I talked to a lot of the fighter. I mean, a lot of fighters from that camp, and they all are very happy.
Well,
What has your experience been?
they're like a family. It's super professional. Everything is top tier. They're treating the fighters well. There's no disrespect. It's all in our favor. Everything that has been negotiated about, everything that is it's talked about. Uh, that thing that Julian said is some bitch shit. Even if you fall off with somebody, if you go out and complain on social media, it's like, what are you talking about? Like, you supposed to handle it in four eyes, right? Or like, just say it to the person that you have issues with. You over here complaining like a attention whore, like, oh, let me get more attention from people so they can agree or disagree or whatever with me. It's like, shut up. But all in, it's definitely top tier. Like I said, I have nothing but good experience and pleasant experience with them.
So before you left before Conor McGregor came on board, correct?
Right.
Have you already seen from what you saw since he came on board into the organization as a part owner? Um, Now you see what with him here and the zone deal and everything that's happening. What do you see from that Conor McGregor has brought to the BKFC, which will obviously help you in your career to get back on track and go get the belt and everything in the future?
He brought a lot of eyes to the organization. He brought a lot of sponsorship opportunities. He brought a lot of fans, a lot of people in the crowd, a lot of people on behind their TV screens. I think they have like you said, a TV deal with the Zone. That's a big opportunity. It's basically becoming a worldwide organization, which it's not that it wasn't before, but now it's like spread out to a lot of different, countries, and they have shows. What, like June, they have like 4 shows in 1 month, which is, the activity is picked up. Everything is just more opportunities type of thing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know they're doing like 45 or something like that around their events in a year now. Yeah,
Correct.
they were in
Yeah.
England, not Italy,
Yeah,
Dubai,
worldwide. Dubai,
Spain. I
right.
mean, it's everywhere now, and so definitely is a worldwide thing. Um, had you had an opportunity to fight outside of the U.S. In BKFC, or was everything in the U.S.?
No, I've been over here. All my 6 fights are in the US. I fought in Montana, in Denver, in Fort Lauderdale, in Salt Lake, I think I fought, and then in the Hard Rock.
Would that? I mean, I'm sure that would be of interest to you to fight over in Dubai or something like that. I mean, that'd be a pretty dope experience, I would
Yeah,
think, right?
100%. I'm definitely interested about it. Anything international.
So you train in Miami or Fort Lauderdale, the Miami Fort
Yeah,
Lauderdale
yeah.
area
I'm in
now?
Miami. I'm located in Miami. I train over there.
What gym are you training at in Miami?
I'm training with um, Coach Pedro, which is the same coach as Zambo,
Oh, okay,
Zambo's coach.
okay, got you. Got what is it?
Yeah.
Do you ever spar with him?
We're moving around, but you can't just,
You can't
yeah,
spar.
yeah. I mean, we're moving around. He's a very nice guy, like, and it's not about hard sparrings anymore. It's about, you know, little finesses and little technique wise, developing better style, those kind of stuff.
When you look at a guy like that, I mean, he posted a picture actually on social. I think it was yesterday, in a pair of jeans and a regular like long sleeve shirt. I'm like this doesn't look like someone's gonna knock your head off like in a ring, and
There's a lot
it's
of fighters that look like that. They look like regular people, and
yeah.
you can just, you know, you can just get fucked up.
Because when you watch MMA, if a guy has like major cauliflower ear, he's been
Right,
wrestling. But in BKFC, you're not
right,
gonna get cauliflower ear typically. And
right,
and, and but that picture was funny to me. But no, look, with a guy like that, I mean, he's 5'10", 5'11". He's not a huge guy, but then he
right.
moves so fast. I mean, when you look at a guy like that, he's obviously in the card in July, and what he's done. What are your and now you train with him? I mean, what do you when you see him train? I'm like, and how hard he is. Like, what are your
It's
thoughts on that?
it's listen. So at this level, everybody trains hard.
Yeah.
Like, at least that's what I believe in. That the people that I've trained with, they train hard, and at a high level, when you want to fight for a title, everybody trains 2 3 times a day. You
Hmm.
can knock that off. But it's not only that. It's not only hard work. Like, hard work pays off. No, it's not that. You gotta perform under those lights. Like, because you can be I've seen people that kill people in the gym. Like, they're killers on sparring sessions. But when it comes to, like, under those lights in front of that crowd, they don't perform like that. They don't have the killer instinct. And me, for example, I'm one of the worst sparring partners. Usually I get whooped, on sparring sessions, because I can't use my. I'm gonna be an asshole if I use my power. If I go for the kill, if I go for a knockout, what kind of work is that? You know. So in order for me to learn, I have to hesitate on whatever I'm comfortable with, and then on on a fight night, I'm a totally different person. I don't care about who won in sparring or what happened. I'm going to kill you.
Yeah. If you do all that in sparring, then you won't have any sparring partners left.
Right.
Yeah.
But now with social media, people like to post. You know how it is. People want to
Hmm.
go hard on sparring so they can post something, and so they can get clout, those kind of stuff.
Has social media? You seem like an old school type of fighter, whereas a
Yeah,
lot of these guys today, it's everything's on social media. Does that
you have
help
to.
the sport? Does that damage the sport in your opinion as a fighter? What do you
It
think on
helps
that?
the sport a
Hmm.
hundred percent with more eyes. It doesn't help the fighters.
Hmm.
If it makes sense, it helps the business side of it. it doesn't help the sports side of it. It's just the people that believe in the hard work and just fight and this and that. It's nah, now you gotta be the whole package. You gotta be a Jake Paul type of person. You see who is the most known,
Yeah.
who are the most known people in the fight industry. Is people that are influencers. You mentioned to a regular person, to a civilian, hey, do you know about Javante Davis? Do you know about David Haney or like any of them? It's
Yeah.
Teofimo Lopez or anybody even mentioning the top ranked
Top
people.
guys.
If
Yeah.
if you mention anybody that it's good but it's ranked number 15, nobody knows him.
Mhm.
Because he's training. He's a, let's say, old school type of person that believes in performance, and I gotta win this fight. I don't have to talk this. I don't have to talk that. That doesn't exist anymore.
You mentioned, I mean, the fact that you mentioned Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, they're both fighting tonight in
Yeah,
New York in Times Square. I mean, that's wild. I mean, could you ever have imagined as a fighter having a ring dropped in Times Square
yeah,
and
that's
having a
insane.
bare knuckle fight in Times Square? It's
That's
nuts.
insane. It's it's legendary.
It it
It's
I
legendary.
thought
Definitely
I thought
historical.
I thought they were doing it like in a building in Times Square. I'm like, no, they're putting the
And
ring
they're
in
they're
Times
they're
Square.
the first people doing it, right? The first
Yeah.
the first boxers that would ever fight on Times Square, right?
Yeah, I've never heard of this
Yeah,
before.
so
It's
that's
crazy.
historical, like it's legendary.
Is there a place that you would like to fight that you haven't fought that would be like a dream come true spot for you?
In Macedonia.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, no, of course, Madison Square Garden, like Vegas in the Sphere. I would love to fight.
Yeah.
Those are the two places. But um, if you asking me, like, I would love to fight in Rome, in the
The
gladiator
Coliseum?
stuff. Yeah, the Colosseum.
That, that would
You
be
know,
unbelievable. That would be
you put a
unbelievable.
ring over there, and people are just going bare hands, blood is flying everywhere. It's historical. It's
That would be
legendary.
that would be legendary. That'd be sick, man. Have in your conversations are you gonna fight on July 12th for sure? No, whether
So
it's Julian Lane or
that's what I
somebody
was
else.
told. I was supposed to fight June in Mohegan, and that didn't
Yeah.
turn out because you know the individual, and they told me that I was promised by BKFC that I'm gonna fight, this summer, which is July 12th. I'm assuming whether it's Texas or July 12th in Miami, and I know David is man of his word, so I know that I will be definitely on either or you know
Mhm.
one of those cards.
Do you have any final words for Julian Lane, or that you want to give here? Or you're gonna keep on doing it in the Instagram stories because
I
I
will
think those are
definitely keep on
awesome.
doing it on Instagram, but Lane, you said even you asked him, right? You asked him that if they send the contract that he will accept the fight, right?
He said that. Yes, he did say that.
So it shouldn't be that hard, right? Let's unless I don't want to get in his business, but maybe he doesn't know how to read, you know? Maybe he doesn't know the writing and reading part. But let's say he knows, he should just sign. And I don't think you gotta sign with pen. You just gotta go, on your screen, sign, click with your finger like this, and that's it. We're fighting July 12th. That's all you gotta do. And nobody's against him. Nobody, not on no managers, no organization, nobody. You just gotta sign and shut the fuck up. And come and fight me. And you're not gonna live in paranoia for the rest of your life anymore.
You're not gonna show up tonight, are you?
I don't know.
You're not driving to Clearwater right now, are you? I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Am I in Clearwater or am I in Miami?
I don't
Where
know.
am
Are
I?
you?
Yeah, but like I said, I'm not a social media guy. If I want to run up on somebody, I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah. Gotcha, man. I appreciate it, man. I thank you so much, folks. I got Gogo Slaveski here, man, former BKFC champion. He wants that belt back. He's back in. He doesn't care who. Yes, Julian Lane or whoever, right? The belt.
Whoever.
It's about the belt.
It's about the belt.
So, folks, be on the lookout for his next fight. Probably be June or July. I prefer July. I live in South Florida. I want to see it live against whoever.
I prefer July too.
I prefer July, but brother, I thank you so very much for jumping on with me today. Folks, again, Gogo Slaveski, former BKFC champion, undefeated former BKFC champion. He never lost the belt, people. Never lost that belt. But come on back here on for all your BKFC info on Combat Corner, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.
I've been down through the blood and the sweat. Guarantee you can know I'm a threat. I've been down through the blood and the sweat. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going on.